And with that, we officially welcome everyone to the 31st Defense and Sporting Arms Show.
Actually, the Philippines is number 1 in Asia and number 3 in the world. Kinatatakutan na ngayon ng mga first world countries ang Filipino shooters because we have been garnering medals and trophies all over the world. This last competition is a world shoot, not just a normal international competition. It's a world shoot for PCC and MR. And then, actually, this weekend, we're also hosting Action Air World Shoot. And then in September, we have the Handgun World Shoot in South Africa.
This coming weekend po sa Iloilo City, we will field this same team?
Different group.
Different team.
Different group. The Action Air Group is a platform that PPSA is very active to build and train our next generation. The new gen, alam mo naman, we are all getting older and as athletes, sometimes we have to train the next generation and Action Air is the best platform. So in time, they will move on to real steel, as they call it, and they will compete in the international competition world shoot.
Sir, sabi nila ang ating mga shooters kumbaga kulang sa pagdating sa training, preparation, exposure, pero despite of that nananalo tayo, no? With this new developments, amending the new regulations sa pag-angkat o pag-process ng mga bala, sa tingin niyo po makakatulong ito para sa ating mga national shooters?
Yes, quite a bit. In fact, AFAD and PPSA have been staunch supporters of our athletes. We are major stakeholders in the firearm industry as well as the sports shooting industry. We have been lobbying and actually working together with the government, and very fortunately, the government now is very supportive because the government knows the importance of sport shooting, and because of that, we are fine-tuning 10591 so that we will improve the plight of the Filipino shooters as well as the legitimate, legal, responsible firearm holders.
Mr. Aric
Eric
Topacio?
Topacio, in fact, has been very instrumental in our lobbying, aside from Mr. Martin Tuason of Arms Corps. We have all been lobbying hard, very hardly, we have been lobbying diligently for the improvement of 10591, and we're working together with the PNP and all other various government agencies in fine-tuning the IRR for this new refinement of law.
Aric, ano yung thoughts mo dun sa anong magiging impact nito sa Philippine National Team dun sa mga bagong
para sa kaalaman ng lahat kasi, yung batas natin, that's 10 years old. Nung ginawa yung batas na yan back in 2014, hindi naman nakita ng PNP kung paano siya mag-evolve. Alam naman natin lahat, pag ang industriya natin nag-evolve siya, lumalaki siya, syempre yung policies natin dapat nag-evolve din. Ang nangyari kasi, nakita ng asosasyon namin at saka yung mga members namin na medyo hindi na nakukuha ng batas natin yung mga pangangailangan ng ating mga legitimate gun owners. So, kinakailangan namin syempre makipag-usap sa kaibigan natin sa Kongreso at sa Senado para at least by next year, okay na yung batas natin. So meron tayong mga improvements pagdating sa amount of ammunition na pwede nyong bilhin. May improvement tayo sa permit to carry, yung kung ilang araw yung gun ban na pwedeng i-implement ng PNP. Yun ang mga makikita nyong improvement sa bill natin ngayon. Sa ngayon, inaantay lang natin na mapirmahan na siya ni Presidente. I think the bill is still with Senate. We're waiting for it to be transmitted to the Office of the President.
Sir, besides that sa gun ban, sa usaping gun ban, marami ding nagrereklamo kaugnay sa PTC4 kasi doble na po ngayon, 12,000 na po ang pag-avail ng PTC4. Sa tingin nyo, nakaka-apekto ba ito sa industriya?
Of course, kasi para sa alaman na lahat, primarily, ang mga Pilipino, pag bumibili sila ng baril, aside sa sports, ginagamit nila to for home defense.
Tama.
So, syempre, ang mga tao naman, kung pahihirapan mo ang pagkuha ng permit to carry, hindi na lang sila kukuha. Pero kung padadaliin nyo to at patatagalin nyo, mas madali yung compliance, mas madali sa kanila na kumuha ng PTC, mas gugustuhin ng Pilipino at legitimate gun owner na maging legal sila. So, yung new policy natin na nakalagay dun sa bill, instead ng isang permit to carry para sa isang baril, isang permit to carry na lang para sa lahat ng baril mo. As long as isa lang ang pwede mong dalhin at a time.
Kasama ba yan sa pinropose niya, sir,
Yes,
sa mga babatas?
kasama po yan sa naaprubahan sa Senado at sa Congress.
Yung tulong naman ng APAD sa World Shoot na championship team, could you describe to us yung partnership ninyo with the team natin na nagbunga ng gusto na marami tayong mga medalya dito?
So mostly kasi, AFAD is mostly the importation of firearms. So majority of the equipment comes from our members. But to better answer that question, ang presidente ng AFAD at ang presidente ng Philippine Practical Shooting Association, si Edwin Limamaki.
Sino? Go ahead, sir.
Well, it's important that as far as the competitors are concerned, they have the latest equipment. Okay, to be competitive in the world-class level, and the only people who can bring in this equipment is AFAD and Armscor. Of course, they're also part of AFAD, but we're all working together to bring in the latest equipment so that our competitors can compete globally, and because of this, they bring home the golds and the medals.
Sir, may tanong lang po ako. Merong mga kababayan tayo na dumaan sa Neuro, di ba? Sa LTAP. Nagtataka daw sila paano sila bumagsak sa Neuro.
I think, sir, that would be a better question for the PNP. Kasi ang improvement na pinopose namin from AFAD, from way before, is to shorten actually the neuropsychiatric test. Kung papansinin niyo ang neuropsychiatric test nyo, nung nagsimula ang RA 10591, nasa 500 to 700 questions yan. Ngayon, mas shorter na siya. So, in terms naman kung bakit sila bumagsak, hindi po ako makakasagot niyan. Ang makakasagot po niyan yung nag-analyze nung kanilang mga exam na nag-neuro po sila.
Sir, ano po ang aabangan ng mga kababayan natin, o lalo na yung mga responsible gun owners, dito sa ating bagong show na binuksan nga ngayon?
So, for the
Hanggang ilan po tatagal po to?
Hanggang ang show namin ay July 23 hanggang 27. So dito nyo makikita yung mga pinakabagong firearms na meron dito sa Pilipinas. And because of this administration nga, na-lift yung ibang mga suspension na meron noon, kaya nagkaroon na ng pagkakataon yung mga importers natin na mapasok yung mga baril na dapat pwede naman talaga dito sa Pilipinas. So dito nyo po makikita lahat yun.
Aside of that, na ano po bang mga programa pa ang kanila
So puno po tayo programa almost every day from 11 a.m. hanggang 8 p.m. Meron tayong mga seminars with regard anything related to firearms, from gun safety to cleaning to collection. So meron tayong mga guest speakers na matagal na nila alam po na ginagawa nila. Mapapakinggan niyo po sila mamaya dyan.
Sir, pangalan na lang ng designated ko.
Ako po si Eric Topacio, spokesperson po na AFAD.
Sir, marami
Executive
tayo,
Vice President.
sir, marami tayong mga kababayan na noong araw naman daw ay wala naman sa Neuro, di ba? Noong araw ko. Pero ngayon, hindi ba daw pwedeng alisin na lang daw yun para mas marami daw kumuha at bumili ng
Alam niyo sir, as much as gugustuhin namin, kasi sa amin mga negosyo to eh. Gugustuhin man namin na mas maraming bumili. Of course, we also have to work with the PNP, and you know, as much as we want responsible gun owners, we're also people who should be responsible to who we sell. So if we have a law that is being implemented right now, let's follow it. As of the moment po kasi we have RA 10591. We cannot just not follow that law. We really have to follow it. And we have made it a point as an association to follow that policy.
Sir, last, sa inyong palagay, may kakayahan na ba ang Pilipinas na mag-export ng mga unit, ng mga baril?
Of course. We have multiple manufacturers right now in the Philippines. We have Armscor, we have shooters, and all of these companies are at par with the manufacturers abroad. So and they're already exporting po. They're already exporting to the US, to Europe, and to different parts of Asia. They have been supplying to law enforcement abroad. So in terms of qualification, kakayahan, yes, kaya-kaya po na. With the support of this government, of course, kakayahan po.
In fact, some of our AFAD members who are exporting the firearms are being used by international competitors in Spain, US, and all over the world. They are made in the Philippines.
Nung Monday, nag-file na yung 12 na pangalanan na pulis. Nag-file na sila ng kanilang mga counter affidavits. Actually, 18 yung kinasuhan ni alias Totoy, pero 12 lang doon yung active, 6 doon dismissed na from the service due to cases. So from those 12, lahat sila nagpasa ng Lunes. And i-evaluate ito ng ating Inspection, Monitoring and Investigation Service, ng ating IMIS. Kung kinakailangan i-dismiss yung mga kaso na pinali Totoy, i-dismiss. kung kailangan mag-progress, we are waiting kung mag-file ng formal charge ang ating IMIS. From there, there will be hearings. From there, it will be brought to the Commission and Bank, myself included, para i-deliberate namin yung kaso at para kami ay mag-decide. Nagsalita na ako even before the Sabong case na lahat ng kaso sa Napolcom 60 days dapat. Pagod na makakita ng matagal na kaso, dekada. The Napolcom also is on trial here. Hindi pwede yung inaabot ng taon o dekada ang kaso sa Napolcom para wala na rin hustisya sa Pilipinas kung gano'n. Para maniwala ang tao, kailangan magbilis ang hustisya at tama yung desisyon. So 60 days, magkakaroon tayo ng desisyon.
And we understand meron hong gustong guluhin ang investigasyon at takutin kayo sa Napolcom hinggil sa investigasyon ito.
Merong dalawang grupo na nagsubok lumapit. Yung unang tao isang bossing ng Sabong. Tinawagan ng isang sobrang malapit sa akin na tao. Susubukan na baka daw pwedeng matulungan yung mga pulis. Ang sagot nung tinawagan niya, una, hindi niya kaya yung Ralph. Yung pangalawa, kung anong nakalagay doon sa affidavit, yun. So sa madaling sabi, nasa off lang siya at pinaalam sa akin nung tinawagan niya na may ganung pangyayari.
And message
Yung pangalawa, isang grupo ng isang local government executive, former local government executive. Yung kapatid niya, tinext ako, nagbibigay ng impormasyon kuno, pero totoo niyan, nililigaw yung investigasyon natin sa Napolcom. After which, tumawag pa sa isang sobrang malapit sa akin at ang sinasabi gusto pa akong kuning lawyer o kaya yung mga dati kong partner sa law office para dun sa criminal aspect of the case. Of course, hindi maaari yun. At siguro, if I may say, dun sa mga nagsusubok na influensyahan o guluhin ang investigasyon o kaya lapitan ako for whatever reason, huwag yun na pong subukan. Hindi po ako natatakot sa inyo. Magiging patas po ang desisyon ng National Police Commission.
Minsan mo, sir. Minsan mo naman, sir, sa public.
No, sa lahat, yung pong justice must be correct. It also must be swift. So, nandito ho tayo. Papangako ho natin sa inyo yan. Ito po ang gusto rin ng ating presidente na magkaroon ng tamang hustisya sa kaso ng Sabong at hustisya para sa lahat. Ang National Police Commission po, ang pulis ng pulis. Ako po ay may fixed term na 6 na taon. Paglilingkuran ko po ay nata.
Sa competition ng category at saka sa shoot-off. And then sa lady team namin, we got silver overall.
Your thoughts sa naging captain?
Mahirap na masarap kasi nakakuha ng gold. Yun lang.
Okay, same question sa iba natin mga
I'm Tia Timabilis, silver medalist sa gold PCC ladies team. My thoughts, mahirap, exciting, and looking forward for the future.
Okay, next, si ate.
Hello, I'm Maria Joana Catalana, bronze, third place lady individual, Ironside category. Ang masasabi ko lang, challenging for me because it's my 2 months in PCC Iron. Thank you.
Okay, next.
Okay, I'm Alex Cruz, silver medalist for the mini rifle.
In the spirit of sports. And because of this, I'd like to welcome you all and please have a good time. And please remember, AFAD is in the pursuit and the advocacy of legal, responsible firearm holders. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Edwin Lim. And now, may I request everyone to give a warm welcome to our esteemed guest, Vice Chairperson and Executive Officer, National Police Commission, Commissioner Rafael Vicente Calinisan.
Sa magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Thank you for having me. It's my first time to attend the AFAD conference seated in front. Lagi po akong pag-alagala dito for the past couple of years at ngayon lang po ako naimbitahan dito sa inyong harapan para magsalita. Ito po aking pangalawang buwan bilang hepe ng National Police Commission. Ang hindi niyo po natatanong, kasama niyo rin po ako. Ako po isang gun enthusiast. Ako po Type 5 LTOP holder. Secret shooter. Huwag niyo na akong tanong. Ang sinasalihan ko po yung unsanctioned PPSA matches. Kaya pismo. I like firearms. And this is heaven for me. And totoo lang po, no, ako po'y naimbitahan dito para maging inyong tagapagsalita ngayong araw na ito. Ako po'y, hindi lang po ako ginalak, ako po'y kinilig. Dahil para nyo pong pinakawalan ng isang isda sa tubig. That being said, being part of NAPOLCOM, bilang pulis ng pulis, part ng aming functions also is to do guidelines, is to do policies. So let it be said that while I'm here, I still have 5 years and 7 months, 6 months left in my term. Medyo mahaba pa. We will be friendly to all gun owners. Legitimate, responsible gun owners. Hindi po yung mga kriminal. We are not in the same mold as them. Lahat po ng pwede nating itulong para lumaki at lumaganap ang gun industry sa Pilipinas ay gagawin po natin. Because we understand that ito po ay karapatan ng lahat. Ito po ay isang industriya at dapat lang po na suportahan. So that being said, anything that you need, be it new legislation, be it new policies from the National Police Commission, be it assistance from the Firearms and Explosives Office, we are here behind you. The National Police Commission is 120% behind the AFAD. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Commissioner Kalinisan. May you please request that you stay on stage. We would like to acknowledge and call on the following for our ceremonial ribbon cutting. Alaric Alexander Topacio, Secretary Maria Cristina Tuazon Gonzalez, Treasurer Reynaldo C. Espinelli, Trustee Patrick James Junicio, Trustee Mary Grace Padilla, Trustee Ivy Sapasa, Trustee Hagen Alexander Topacio, Trustee Jessica Lee, Mr. Edwin Anyo Jr., we'd also like to acknowledge and call on stage Yusek Senares, and General Gayo to the stage, please.